Dew Crew hasn't been very coordinated today, have they? Oh yes, that badge working again. Awesome. I forgot to do a microphone test. Is my microphone working alright? I tried to quickly do it during the intro, but I was too fast. Nice. Alright. Red Cabbage Day today. Welcome everyone. Let's get straight into it then. Let's get this red cabbage seed today. How's everyone been today? Been looking forward for the scrinds. Is the scrinds going to be the highlight of everyone's day? My aim's off at the moment. Yeah, we're going to get it. This is the stream. That said, I've got to be gone before 9. So unfortunately it's a little bit shorter than what I would like today. But we're going to get it. We're going to get it. Floor 17 for the first one. Alright, here we go. This is going to be prismatic. Well, we are 0 from 1. Down there. Really? This is going to be quality sprinklers. 0 from 2. What's this one going to be? This one is going to be life elixirs. Farm warp totem. This one will be the cactus seeds. We've been getting a good amount of treasure floors so far. No fiddleheads. There was one on the previous dino floor. Didn't grab it. This is the stream. Yes, Brandon. 18 treasure floors. That's awesome, Squirrel. What light brass were you running? Welcome, Jiffy. What's this one? This one will be energy tonic. How many have I had so far? I've had the hat, I've had the Omni Geodes, had the farm warp totems, had the quality sprinklers, and the bombs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far. One more and we'll be above average. Pretty good drops there, Squirrel. I assume that you're taking drop shafts as well, if you found them. You can join me in the pain of not guessing the thing that you're after in the cabins. Yes, I saw a drop shaft there just after I placed the ladder. That's a lot of gold. Floor 100 by 8:30, good pace. It beats the 3:30s that we were seeing in other people's streamers, right? I always put my fingers back on the wrong home keys. It's not good. Alright, this is red cabbage seeds. And red cabbage seeds in summer. Red cabbage is grown in summer. Surely that's what I was after, right? There's still a chance. There's still a chance. Look at the gem nodes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's go again. I'm here for the cabbage seeds as well, honey. Let's get them together. The seeds I'm after look like the channel points image. Oh, I almost bought something. Alright, let's get it. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Take 2. This is going to be an interesting segment to edit in the video that I do eventually. Probably be fast forwarding and pausing at the treasure floors, and then having like a total of like images of everything that I've found with numbers beside it. I want to know how many treasure floors, how many ladders I've placed, how many treasure floors I came across until I got what I was actually after, which isn't cactus seeds. Which isn't a auto grabber. I wonder how many videos it would be, how many parts of it would be, because I do want to edit it down and put this up, put an abridged version of the run up on YouTube. That's not what I want either. Where'd I go? Okay, gotta put the blue cowboy hat on. It would have been so funny if that drop shaft that Kordak took when he was on really low health, that would have kept him at 1 HP. It'd be funny if he landed on an enemy like that. If that happened. that would have been awesome. The game's telling me something. Tell me he can make go live notifications work in the Dew Crew. In the Dew Crew for saying that you have gone live, or that you want to be part of the notification role. Yeah, as Squirrel says, it's a reaction that you do in the roles channel. It should be automatic. Since you have the crew member role, and if you stream Stardew, it should pop a message for your stream in the channel. If that didn't happen, I need to look into it. If you scroll back up in the Go Live channel, you should be able to see if it did pop for you. 2 in a row. Can we beat our high score of 3 treasure floors in a row? Not there. We mustn't like you, Bradley. Just making you think that we do. All the rest of us, all the rest of us in the channel that's hidden from Brandigan. All the members have except Brandigan. I'm just laughing back. This YouTuber thought that he'd be part of this crew. Please don't leave. We want your YouTube. We want the members that you bring in from YouTube. More cabbage seeds? Seeds like that, they sting more than the cabbage seeds, because I at least got the right category. That's the second time I've got bok choy. I should have gone for the drop shaft down there. That is the second time that I got bok choy. I'm just going to restart. 3 lots of cactus seeds. 1 lot of other seeds. Attempt number 3. We go again. Oh, I could have endless content here. This could keep my channel going for years. I need a fake beard, or a series of fake beards that get longer and whiter, and wigs that get longer and whiter for every stream that I do that doesn't give me the red cabbage seeds. Appreciate it, Brandigan. Don't need far more warp totems. You just see me eventually throwing bigger and bigger tantrums whenever I get what I want. I should have made a reset counter. I'll have to track it all with the video that I make. Yeah, I do kind of want to know how many attempts I've had. This is the stream though. This is the stream that we get it. I'm going to keep the bombs, and I'm going to, when I run out of ladders, I'm just going to blow up floors. Skull Caverns can feel my wrath. Calendar on the wall, yep. Ooh, good song. Just make sure I don't miss any song requests. This one, red cabbage seeds. Well, I did need 3 apples. I'm going to walk to them here. did need apples. I don't now, but I did. That's a lot of gold. So many flyers then. The game's just wanting to give me gold. Well, it's got seed in the name. We can do it. 30 ladders left. Come on. You just gotta believe. This is my third attempt today. Right here. What life elixirs. It is possible to get them. I have seen Habu get red cabbage seeds out of a Skull Caverns floor, and it was on 1.4.5. I have that confirmation. And Raistlin, he tells me that he got it when he did something similar to this on his fourth. He said both. He corrected himself. I can't remember which one he corrected himself to. Attempt. What do you want to trade for those, Brandigan? I've got 7 life elixirs here. Do you want those? I can throw on the Prizzy. Bonus Prizzy, how's that? Doesn't actually matter which one of these I take. This one. Boom! Nothing. Hey, I got iridium! Ah! I want the stone though. Imagine if this is it. Imagine if all those bombs actually gave me my red cap farm totems. But it's all so that I can get this floor. And then craft a staircase. And then get nothing. There's been a few attempts where I've had a treasure floor on the last floor, and I think one had 2 in a row. If it wasn't for the first 10 floors, 9 floors not having treasure floors, it'd almost be worth picking up the jades that I see. And then when I run out of ladders, pop out and, excuse me, buy some more. Floor 12. Ah. So my predictor's going to have a summary screen soon. The sneak peek of how that will look is in my Discord. Keep updated on my stream and on the predictor. I eat the rock candy so early because I don't run out of it. I run out of ladders before I run out of time on my rock candy. So I just reset. Yep, there'll be the casino predictor, the Calico Jack predictor in there as well. So whoever is mad enough to want to buy a hope of farm walk totems and sell them all over and over and over and over, you can have at it. Should have walked to the end there. So if I come back to floor 58, I can collect this diamond. It'd be funny if that's how it worked. You put a piece of furniture in a Skull Caverns floor and it locks in that layout. We'll scream it to the Discord, shall we, Brandigan, once we get it? Specifically tag you, wake up, get in here. Sleep well. I got 2. Gatherer came in for me. Okay, treasure floor. Go! Here we go. Alright, what do we want to talk about? Looking back on the 15 parsnip seed highlight and the stream that happened around it, I realised that I was starting to talk about something, got the parsnips and then forgot to go back to it. And I was talking about the 3-player marriage run. Too bad I don't need to kill bats. And I was talking about crop quality minutes. So currently in the 2-player run and in the 1-player Maru run, the luau is relevant. And if you put in a really good quality item, you get 120 friendship with everyone, which is equivalent of a gold. Every run I have hit seeds at some point, just not the seeds I'm after. So if you put in an item to get the best response, it's 120 friendship points. That is equivalent to a golden quality loved, gift and talking to. And the luau was on a day that you go out anyway. It's a Thursday. Tuesdays and Thursdays are the best days for Maru with her schedule because she leaves the house early because she goes to work. So you just stay it a bit longer, go to the luau, put in the best quality item. One of the only items that you have available that will get the best response is a golden quality cauliflower. Now the way that crop qualities work, starfruit's a multiple predictor. Starfruit's just a regular crop. You get there's no bonus drops like you get for, say, hot peppers or potatoes, even strawberries. Shane Maru Penny, yes. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, best days for Maru. Luau's on a Thursday, stay a bit longer, go to the beach, put an item. Golden quality cauliflower, and the way that quality works is that it doesn't matter what crop is on a tile, the type of crop does not come into the prediction for the quality. It's just your seed, the day, your farming level, the tile location. So if you get a spot with that you get like a golden parsnip from, you can keep track of where that spot is, and that spot will actually move around the farm map. So it moves, I think, can't quite remember, I think the X tiles are weighted with 7 and the Y's with 11, which means that 7 days later, please, which means that 7 days after you know where a golden crop is, if you harvest one spot to the left, it will be gold. So yeah, so you track where a golden parsnip is, and then you purposefully plant cauliflower in spots that you know will be gold by the time they're ready and the time you harvest them. That's the crop quality in it. Now I've come up with an extended manipulation for crops, which goes a bit further than just tracking one tile. It tracks what the raw RNG result would have been for the first parsnip, for the first crop, because they're all related to each other. If you know the raw RNG result of one tile, you know the raw RNG result of its neighbour, due to how it's seeded. So I've come up with a way of using just four hot pepper plants. You can get all 12 golden peppers that you need. Or 10, however many you need. You just need four plants for it, and it'll give you one. I didn't put the turbine on. I'm going to put the turbine on now. And similar for the poppies that you grow to give to Penny. You do have to get the golden parsnip on farming level 1. Generally, you get one person to get all the farming levels. So what we'd have to do is the person who's getting the farming levels will fill up their inventory with all but one slot. Then they start harvesting the parsnips. Chances are the first parsnip that they harvest is going to be regular quality. So then they go across the entire field of parsnips. You've got 3 people, so you've got 3 lots of starters, so you've got 45 parsnips. So you harvest everything, or you harvest all the regular ones, and you leave the ones that aren't regular behind. Because once you have picked up 13 parsnips, once you've picked up 13 parsnips, don't have anything to put in that. There we go. Once you've picked up 13 parsnips, you'll be at farming level 1. And you can't have that. time. Didn't get 15 this time. We almost got a repeat of Lewis's note. It's awesome how we got that. So that's why you keep inventory full, so that you don't pick up the quality ones, then the other players come in behind, they pick up the ones that were left behind. And hopefully one of those will be gold. You find that golden spot at farming level 0. And then you use that as an anchor point for the rest of the run, where you plant the crops for the rest of the run. So, dots, you say that you planted 2279 parsnips, you end up with 2279 starfruits, and you ended up with more than 2279 starfruits when you harvested. If you go to the predictor for crop quality and amounts, one of the options there will be for a regular crop. Starfruit is classified as a regular crop. If you then give yourself a luck buff, or multiple luck buffs, you will see that on the map some tiles will show a little 2 on them. There is a really small chance that any crop will produce 2 when you harvest it. That goes up with more daily luck, and it goes up with luck buffs. That's the reason why we're telling Habu and Cordite to wear their luck buffs, wear the luck rings when they're harvesting. Because you get a non-zero chance of getting extra crops. And you get no benefit out of any other rings when you're harvesting, so put the luck ones on. Just don't sleep with them on. "22 Denizdwa. Thank you for the follow there. Welcome to the Blade Brigade. I should have walked in. I placed it before I realised what layout that was. Welcome to the struggle that is trying to get a red cabbage seed out of the Skull Caverns. I'm on 1.4.5, so I don't have access to... there was a drop shaft in the middle of that clump. It was odd. I don't have access to the mummy and serpent drops. How many? I've only had one treasure for this run so far. Number 2. Those aren't what I want. We're going to get there. I'm losing faith in this run, but surely the next attempt is going to be it. It's an auto grabber. Different category. I haven't hit the 1 out of 24 yet. I've hit the 1 out of 24 now. Every run so far has hit that 1 out of 24, but I just haven't quite gotten that 1 out of 27. That would actually be a reasonable drop if this was 1.5, because I could use that for 5 golden walnuts. Let's walk to the end. Just a reminder, I've got a channel rewards where you can choose the song to play from the Stardew Valley soundtrack. I have yet to actually put together a list of all the available tracks. But you can say the full one. No, not that full one. I also haven't yet enabled the BTTB modes. I will not be reenacting them. Cherry sapling. There'll be a copy paste from somewhere. How many cactus seeds do I need? Previous run I got 45, this run I've got 30. It didn't blow up. Did I protect it? It's a freebie, isn't it? No freebie. Oh, I've left it behind anyway. I'll be doing something like that. I'm going to consolidate this run and make it a series of YouTube videos. But if anyone does want to consolidate it, just the Treasure Floors, be my guest. I do have a YouTube channel. You can find the link for that in the About Us section of the Do Crew Discord. I don't have a command for my YouTube channel. I don't have a lot on there at the moment. My plan was to use it to put on a lot of my runs. I haven't actually done a run for a while due to more Mega Bombs. I haven't actually done a run for a while due to trying to complete this challenge. The playlist I've got has 100. Exactly 100 songs. Yep. "100 Saju songs." My wife came into the room and picked up something from the room. She must be busy. She just waved. Mistimed that. Red cowboy hat. Really? I feel like I keep getting this floor. Nah. Next. Now, on my YouTube channel, I've put the first 2 parts of the casino run. Part 1 being spring, setting up the Omnigeodes and the money. Part 2 being the Calico Jackman and the first full inventory buy of the Farm Walk Totems. Farm 3 is on YouTube, but I've got it unlisted. So if you want to see how the casino run ends, you can get to it. I've got it in the description of... Wait. I've got it in the description of part 2. I've also got my seeded vault run and my seeded marriage run up. I think those are the only 4 videos that you'll see on the channel itself. When I'm back to speed runs, the runs that I'm happy with, I'll just export straight to YouTube. Make a highlight of the run itself, export it straight to YouTube. So that'll just be pretty much raw Twitch footage. But this entire run, I will edit down. I should have brought to the end there. I will edit down, make it a bit more entertaining. Because Twitch is good for watching live. It's good having that live interaction. But for a run like this, yeah, you might want to watch all the VODs for it. That's a lot of time, but you might want to do it. And if you do, that's awesome. But I also feel that this kind of thing would be good as a YouTube series edited down. This song is called Song of Feathers, and it's Emily's theme. It's not what I want. For the seeded vault run, I have an idea of improving that time. So the idea behind the seeded vault run, I did it on 1.3 because that is where the golden crops move in a predictable way. They move up 1 each day. So if you choose the right spot from 1 sprinkler, you'll be able to grow 4 giant crops. So for example, say that this inventory here, actually no, let's go down here. Say that I have a, let's find a good example. I'm looking for a X of rocks. It's almost what I'm looking for. Nope, none there either. So close, so many that are so close. Really? Almost again. We've even got sprinklers to demonstrate. This'll do. So, say that this here is a quality sprinkler, and I can grow up melons or pumpkins in the 8 spots around it. Now, if I'm playing on a particular seed, I know where the giant crops are going to grow. So let's say that this here is going to be a giant crop spot. And since it was a 1.3, 2 days later, this here will be a giant crop spot. So I get all these 8 to grow. When it comes time to making giant crops, I harvest these 4. I pop the sprinkler, and then I plant seeds around this one. This becomes a giant crop. I break it, and it still preserves these 3. So then I plant around this one. This becomes a giant crop. I preserve it. Well, I'll preserve these 2. I break it, and then down here, make a giant crop here, giant crop here. 1 quality sprinkler I can use to give myself 4 giant crops. So the plan for the seeded vault is to manipulate these giant crop spots. That is the bulk of my money. That is my money for the vault. The sprinkler I get from completing the summer crops bundle. So the run goes where I go out and plant the parsnips. Plant the parsnips, let the rain over spring grow them. 28th, go harvest them. Yes, I need the money from it. Then on the 1st of summer, I go and buy the crops I need for the summer crops bundle. And extra melons. I grow the summer crops and then go hand them in to get the sprinkler. And the sprinkler is used for growing melons over the rest of the season and for growing pumpkins in the fall. Now the idea I have to improve on that is to find a seed with a fairy and use a fairy to grow these summer crops. So instead of manually watering my summer crops, I just have the fairy and I have them almost immediately. Loop. Trouble is with getting the fairy there. So the way a fairy works is that if you're getting a fairy and it's not raining, fairies don't like rain. If you're getting a fairy, the game will try to choose a tile that has a growing crop on it. The list that it chooses from is a list of all your terrain features. A terrain feature is a tree, it's a piece of tilled dirt, it's any flooring that you've put down, it's not the bushes are large terrain features, and it's grass. So it chooses a random tile out of all that. Place, please. Now it tries 100 times to choose a piece of tilled dirt that has a growing crop on it. So out of all those trees, all the grass, trees, I should have walked, including seeds, and saplings. 100 times choose a random one that they are looking for a piece of tilled dirt that has a growing crop on it. So on the vault run, I do a lot of sleeping. I do not go out and clear the farm. So by the time it comes out, I need the fairy. I have a lot of grass. I have a lot of trees. It is possible to actually have the fairy fail those 100 times. So yeah. Haven't had a slime egg today yet. What attempt is this? be there's going to be more stats. It's going to be interesting to extract from the VODs. Yeah, that's right. This is good zone out content. Dish of the Sea. Do I need +3 fishing? You're gonna make me turn off my animation cancelling, aren't you? Bye. I might have to do that, squirrel. Thank you, Lord Johnny, for the follow. Welcome to the Blade Brigade. Just been talking about how this is a good tune-out stream at the moment. Trying to force these red cabbage seeds out of the treasure floor. Still no luck. This is about my 8th or 9th attempt tonight. On average, I have, there was a ladder up there, I have about a 1% chance each attempt to get it. A 0.01 chance for each floor. Well, there's a good number of stone nodes there. Not going to give me enough though. Yeah, I'll break some more and just get myself a ladder like that. That works. It should give me enough for crafting one final ladder. This is the last chance of this attempt. Do I get it? No. Freebie? Ah, thank you. Alright, attempt 9 or 10. I am trying to complete the missing bundle by summer 4 year 1. It is the absolute earliest day that you can complete it. At least on 1.4. It is theoretically possible to get it earlier on 1.5, but you need a specific seed for it, and I'm searching for that seed, but I haven't found it yet. I've got a script that runs for it. So I'm playing on a very specific seed right now. Now the reason why it is summer 4 for the missing bundle is because it's summer 2 for the community centre. The reason why it's summer 2 for the community centre is the quality crops bundle. The only way to get quality crops is to grow them. The earliest that you can have the 5 golden melons and the 5 golden corn is summer 2. You plant them on summer 1 and you have a fairy come and grow them. With also having 5 golden parsnips from spring, that is the 3 quality crops that you need for it. Also with the fairy, you grow the summer crops. You grow another melon, the blueberry, the hot pepper, and the tomato. You also grow a sunflower and a poppy for the other bundles. There's a few other items that you don't normally have access to in spring, which you buy from the travelling cart. Things like the hazelnut. You've got no way of getting that in spring other than a travelling cart. Things like the tiger trouts, like the walleye, like pumpkin, like eggplant, like snow yam, like crocus. There are some things that are monster drops. So you notice I said pumpkin eggplant, I didn't say yam. Yam you can get from a Dougie in the mines. A yam is a drop from the mines for it. I didn't say winter root or crystal fruit. Winter root is a drop from a frost jelly. Crystal fruit is a drop from a dust sprite. There's a list of about 8 items that you need from a travelling cart. Everything else you have ways of getting. So I will show you. So in the community centre, if you have a look in the crafts room, I have already handed in everything for fall, even though I haven't hit full. I haven't handed in everything for summer because I'm picking these up on summer first. I haven't got everything for winter yet. I do have a winter root in the chest and the snow yam. The snow yam is in the cart today. Today is a cart day. And it has the snow yam in it. There's a lot of preparation that has gone into this run. Yes, Pond TV cart. The absolute hardest thing to get, we've got a fiddlehead, is a red cabbage seed. So this seed does not have red cabbage or red cabbage seeds in the cart. But in this seed is the best seed that we've discovered and explored that you can complete the missing bundle on Summer 4 with. So the workaround for not having red cabbage or red cabbage seeds in the cart is a treasure floor in the Skull Caverns, which is what I'm doing now. So on 1.4, a treasure room has 24, should have walked it again now, 24 possible categories of items. Things like, categories like quality sprinkler, iridium sprinkler, cherry bombs, mega bombs, cactus seeds, prismatic shard, 5 omni geodes. All of these are different categories of items that I need to walk that layout that you can get from the mines. No. One of those categories, other than cactus seeds, one of those categories is seeds. And in the seeds category, there are 27 possible seeds that you can get from it, ranging from parsnips to winter seeds, winter wild seeds. And one of those 27 is red cabbage seeds. So I need to hit a treasure floor, I need to hit the seeds category, and then I need to hit that 1 out of 27 in order to get the red cabbage seeds. Now I'm playing on 1.4. The reason why I'm playing on 1.4 is because I started this run a few months ago and I'm finishing it on 1.4. I don't want to jump versions with doing this. On 1.5, mummies and serpents in the Skull Caverns both have a 0.2% chance of dropping a red cabbage seed. So on the right seed, this run would actually be easier to do on 1.5. Unfortunately for me, I started this on 1.4. Cactus seeds are a different. These are a category of their own. These aren't the. That's not the seed category I'm looking for. I think it's always 15 as well. On 1.5, 1.5 introduced a 25th category for the auto petter. So the odds of getting a red cabbage seeds out of the Skull Cabin's treasure floor in 1.5 is lower, but you have the mob drops. Every game save has a field called unique ID for the save, or something to that effect. That's your game seed. That controls a lot of the RNG of the game. It controls, it is used to determine what is in the travelling cart. It is used to determine, I didn't get a fiddlehead. It is used to determine what quality a crop will be. It's used to determine what forage you get on the map. It's used to determine if you break a rock, if you get a ladder out of it, if you get copper out of it. It's used to determine where your fishing bubbles are going to be over the day. There's a lot that the seed helps determine. Most of the time along with the day or a tile location or something. It's used to determine what you're going to get out of a fish pond. So I found a game seed that has specific items in the travelling cart and the ferry on the morning of Summer 2. Yeah, crates in the mines are always the same, and it's not affected by the floor either. Only special items are affected by the floor. So, for example, I am on the 28th of spring. On this game ID, on all game IDs, on this floor, not on this floor, on this layout, on this day, that crate will always have 3 stone in it. If I got that floor layout again and I got a crate in that exact same spot, that would also have 3 stone in it. I have developed a tool that you can use to help predict what is going to be in the results of different types of RNG. And it's a tool that I call the map predictor. Squirrel there just did the command to give the link to it. I'll give you a very quick rundown of it. That's what you see there on screen. So let's start with the mines. Let's start with mines and crates. Floor 1 of the mines. This is on 1.5 by the way. You can change the version here. See how the version changed. So what you see here are what the drops would be if there was a crate on that tile. So if there was a crate here on day 1 of spring, there's a crate here, it's always going to be an amethyst. This result here is not affected by your game seed. It's one of the only things in the game that's not affected by your game seed. Welcome, Hero Kicks. I'm famous. Where'd you hear about me from? Yeah, I do a lot of digging into the game code. I've gleaned a lot of knowledge that I quite happily share with people, including this predictor. Monsters is a crates and monsters are the only things not affected by the game seed. That's in this predictor as far as I can recall. If you kill a monster on any of these tiles, this is the item that it will drop. Stones is affected by your game seed. This here shows you where a ladder will be. If there's a stone on this tile here, on the game seed, there's going to be a ladder there. So how about I upload my save? So I've just uploaded my save, so it gleans some information from my save. like what day it is, 28th, 28th, like what my daily luck is, a seed, what mining skill I currently have. Thank you for the follow, Hero Kicks. There's some things I have to input, like how many stones remain, whether monsters exist or not. I can also put down what type of rock I'm breaking, so this is going to be the drops from the copper nodes. Things change depending on if a ladder already exists on the floor or not. Not from a monster, but if a ladder exists on spawn, or from a rock that you've previously broken. And then over here, location, things like farm, I'll do farm foraging because that's what I'm doing here, zoom out. So you've got the farm map here, and you've got, you can't actually see that on the on stream, but in this mode here, I've got probably about 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. I've got 15 modes. So this one here is the Ancient Seed mode. If you have a seed maker on this tile here, and you load it with any crop at 2540, so that's 1:40 AM, it will give you an Ancient Seed when it produces. This one here, if you load it at 820 with any crop, the seed maker with any crop, it will give you an Ancient Seed. Load it with a parsnip, won't give you parsnip seeds, it will give you an Ancient Seed. Artifacts, I don't have any artifact. I do have an artifact spot. There's an artifact spot on my farm right here, and it's going to give me mixed seeds. I can set it to show me the result from every tile. And also if you have different charts on your hoe. Bubbles! Let's go to the beach for this one. This shows me where bubbles will spawn, when bubbles will spawn, when they despawn. There's a lot of stuff that you can tell, that you can predict in the game, if you know your game seed. And even if you don't know your game seed, this is actually quite useful for recognizing different patterns in the mines. You can see here how the spots for ladders seem to relate to each other. How geodes sort of have a different pattern, how copper has a pattern here. Once you know it, it's ones that can help that can help guide different decisions that you make in the game, especially if you're trying to speed run or min-max it. So that is what I mean by game seed. What I'm doing right now with trying to find a treasure floors are not predictable based on your game seed. Both treasure floors and their contents. If it was, I'd be done by now. Monster drops are not set by your game seed. Forage on the... I didn't put my red cowboy hat on. How many hats do I need? Forage on the forest farm is not affected by your game seed. Well, it is sort of. There's a global RNG object that is used for a lot of things that is initialized at the beginning of a day, which is partially based on the number of steps you have taken. So yes, I've done a lot of digging into the game code. I've done a lot of digging into the RNG elements of the game code. And that tool I just showed before is the product of all that. And it's been very handy for me on this run. I've used it whenever I've been in the mines. I used it before when analysing this file to see, do I want to run on this, to see things like decent geode locations. Though there's not a lot of seeds I could have chosen from for this kind of run. So that one's a bit new. I used it to manipulate fish ponds so that I could get a nautilus shell out of it. I will show you that when I reset this day, which is looking likely because I'm almost out of ladders and I need to restart. That'll do. 10 or 11. We've lost track. So, predicted where that giant crop would be. I don't need a giant crop, I wanted a giant crop. I predicted where to put the fish pond in order to get this nautilus shell out of it. Nautilus shell, which I need for the scientist bundle? Not the scientist bundle. What is the name of it? It's field research bundle. That one there. Because the nautilus shell, it's harvestable in winter, but I'm not playing to winter. Yeah, giant crop's awesome. So for the red cabbage seeds that I'm getting out of the mines, yes, any seed can get it. The way treasure floors work, the RNG behind treasure floors, not based on your game seed, so it's pretty much pure RNG and I just need to force it. You cannot get a treasure floor from floors 1 to 9. Floor 10 is the first floor that you can get a treasure floor on. So once you're on floor 10 and above, there is a base 1% chance that you're going to get a treasure floor. That will require a bit of planning there, Dot, but yeah, it's going to be a cool one. Every floor above 10 has a chance, base of 1%. Then that is plus or minus your daily luck. Daily luck is a semi-hidden stat. You can sort of see it through the fortune teller's channel on the TV, the one that gives you a skull or a bat or a spinning dial or a pyramid or a star. And that is a number that ranges from negative 0.1 to positive 0.1. So say negative 10% to positive 10%. Daily luck affects your odds of getting a treasure floor. So base of 1% and then plus your daily luck, which could also be negative, of daily luck divided by 10. So it's a swing of negative 1% to positive 1%. So with just daily luck alone, your odds of a treasure floor could be anywhere between 0 and 2%. Don't let me pass. Thank you. Any luck buffs that you have increases it by 1% per luck point. So I've got plus 5 luck here, so that's plus 5%. So my daily luck, as I mentioned on the predictor before, was 0.082. So that adds to my base, there's a letter right there. That adds to my base chance of 1%, it adds 0.82%. So I have a base chance of 1.82% for luck buffs, and then I add 5% for the luck buff that I've got from the Magic Rock Candy. So that gives me a 6.82% chance of getting a treasure floor for every floor that I enter above floor 10. Above floor 9, I should say. Luck, daily luck, is semi-predictable. So I mentioned before that there was a global RNG object that is called game1.random. Game1.random is used throughout the game, mainly for cosmetic stuff. That's also used to determine what fish you get on the line when you're fishing. It's used to determine how that fish moves when it's on the line. It's used to determine if I get a treasure floor and what's going to be in the chest. And it is used to determine daily luck and weather. Now for most of the things I just mentioned, game1.random is going to be in an unknown and untrackable state by a human by the time it gets to it. That's why I have to just brute force this. But game1.random is initialized every night, just prior to save. It is initialized based on your game seed, it's initialized based on how many days you've played, and it is initialized based on the number of steps, the total number of steps you have taken over the whole game. Getting a lot of mega ones this run. So by taking a specific number of steps, you can manipulate what the result of daily luck is going to be. I don't have anything in my predictor for that yet. I do, should have walked to the end there, I do have a mod that requires SMAPI that will put a little box in the top left which you can move around the screen using a config file, that you can have it to show how many steps you've taken. You can use it to show that if you slept right now, that what the luck would be. It also tells you what the dish of the day will be if you sleep right now without taking any more steps, and also if you'll get a gift from the mail from an NPC based on who you know and how well you know them. All of that can be manipulated based on the number of steps that you've taken. Generally, you do not know how many steps you've taken. You can look it up in your save file. There is one place in the game that actually gives you an up-to-date reading of how many steps you've taken, and that is the computer in the casino. That will tell you how many steps you've taken. As soon as you take 10,000 steps, you get a message in the bottom left as well, but you can't rely on that. So if you are trying to manipulate things based on, trying to manipulate your daily luck or other things based on your steps, you either need to track your steps right from the beginning of the day, or you use the casino to give you an up-to-date reading. To get my luck for today, I didn't actually manipulate. On 1.4, it is extremely difficult to keep track of your luck. Keep track of your steps. It's easier on 1.5, based to some internal changes about how the steps taken is incremented. So I got lucky with my luck for this day. I had some chores to do yesterday. I couldn't track my steps. I was going to take what I got, reset if it was too bad. I got 0.82, which is on the higher end. But I have manipulated my daily luck in this run. Specifically, on 2 previous Skull Cavern days that I had. One day I went to the Skull Caverns with 0.098, and the other run I went with the absolute maximum luck you could have of 0.1. I'm a wizard. People used to say at school I looked like Harry Potter. They wanted to draw a lightning bolt on my face. Yeah, people do call me a code wizard. Especially because I'm also willing to explain it to others as well. Hopefully in a way that people can understand. So a lot of that knowledge does help with runs like this. Unfortunately, it doesn't help for red cabbage seeds. Just something I have to brute force, which I'm going to get eventually. This will happen. a drop shaft right there. Do you have any questions about a specific mechanic of the game? Thank you, Musicality. Stardew is the only game that I've actually looked in depth at the code for. Because I got into speedrunning for it and I wanted to know some of the inner workings of it. To see what can we discover that can give us advantages. This game likes giving me hats. Thank you for the follow, Lil Wizard. Welcome to the Blade Brigade. Yep, still need one of those. We're talking code and game mechanics while I'm trying to get a red cabbage seed out of the mines, out of the skull caverns. Every floor I enter gives me has a 0.01% chance of both being a treasure floor and being the item that I want. 6.82 of being a treasure floor, but counting for the odds of the thing I want, it's 0.01. The second most difficult thing to get, other than the red cabbage seed, I would say either is going to be the golden void salmon, but that's just fishing skill. I would say getting a rabbit's foot from a serpent. There was a drop shaft in that floor. I could have got a deluxe coupe and used rabbits to get my rabbit's foot, which can be predicted as soon as you know what that animal's internal ID is. And I could have just reset days until I got one that would give me a rabbit's foot as soon as I needed it. But I didn't want to rely on that, so instead I did a brute force out of the skull caverns, out of serpents, 0.8% drop chance from a serpent to get a rabbit's foot. Yes, for this run specifically, for items that I specifically need for this run. I need 5 ancient seeds for this run because I need it for the missing bundle. I haven't yet talked about the missing bundle items. So we've got caviar here, all nice and ready to go. I've got dino mayonnaise here, ready to go. I've got a prismatic shard ready to go, and I've got 5 ancient seeds ready to be put into the ground on Summer 1, which should be grown by the fairy. And the last item will be the void salmon, golden void salmon, which I get after the community centre is complete. While I'm out here, I might as well grab that. One other thing I need to do today, if I get the seed, is to watch this, because I need that recipe, because I'm using food to give myself farming levels to give me the golden crops that I need. This house is going to be fully upgraded on the morning of Summer 2. The Tooth Fairy, the Crop Fairy, will grow my ancient seeds. It's going to grow 23 crops that I need. It's going to grow me 6 melons, 5 gold quality, 1 whatever quality. It's going to grow me 5 corn, all gold quality. I'm buying a regular quality from the cart today. It will grow me a blueberry, a hot pepper, a tomato. It will grow me a poppy, a sunflower. It will grow me the 5 ancient seeds. It will grow me a red cabbage as soon as I get this seed. A fairy is a 1% chance each night. that is tied into your game seed, so I know that I am getting a fairy on the morning of Summer 2. I'll be tilling the ground in a specific order in order to force the fairy to target a specific tile, which will give me the maximum yield out of its instant growth. Basically, I need the middle tile of my crops to be hit a specific time. I'm losing my explanation here. It needs to be the 24th tile that I till that day. I need to clear all the grass out of my farm. I need to clear all the trees out, excluding one which has a tapper on it for a maple syrup, which will be ready the morning of Summer 2. And then I need to hit a specific tile after hitting 23 other ones. Okay. This here is going to be my second to last attempt of getting the red cabbage seed this stream. I've got stuff I need to do shortly. I'm time gated today, unfortunately. This is the 4th stream of doing this mass ladders. I am ready to get it so that I can get to the rest of this run and the rest of the cool minutes I've got lined up. Walk to the end of this one. Yeah, I quite enjoy pushing games like this to the limit, especially if I know a lot about the inner workings of it. And seeing what's possible, like how early can you get the missing bundle completed? Click, please. What time is it there for you, Musicality? A lot of it is bragging points. I can go into the Stardew Valley Discord, I can go into Reddit, and I can say, I completed the missing bundle by Summer 4 Year 1 without spawning in any items. Without using any cheats. Yes, I RNG predicted, and yes, I manipulated the RNG, but that's not cheating. I've got one left. Okay. Last attempt. Last attempt. Almost 3 AM. I appreciate you sticking around, Musicality. Would have been, was it just before 1 AM when I started? Love the commitment. When daylight saving hits, my streaming time is going to be a lot less conducive than it already is. Got you hooked away, Lord Johnny. Haha, excellent. .5 is going to be good for... Look, whoa! Place it, please. Place 3 instead. How many were on that? Oh, but I'm going to... That's crazy. Let's get everything off the screen there. That's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 14, 16, 20. 20 Pepperexes. I did need to kill a Pepperex on a previous day in order to get a Dino Egg out of them. That is mad. Having a monster floor on that specific layout, you normally get quite a lot of enemies on it. Because it's reasonably square. And there's a lot of space for enemies to be. Morning, Head. You've caught me on the last attempt that I'm doing this stream. I got to the point where I could start doing this brute force 1 week ago, last Thursday. So that was stream 1. Then I did it all on Monday night, stream 2. I had a rare day stream on Wednesday, yesterday, that's 3. And then Thursday night, tonight, this is my 4th stream where you'll see me placing ladder after 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 ladder. It's almost a song, isn't it? I got my fiddle head. I haven't had any seeds for a while, any cactus seeds. Red cabbage seed. Red cabbage seed is hiding. There's an interesting bug that you get. That's a lot of cherry bombs. There's an interesting bug that you get if you end up getting 15 parsnip seeds out of a Skull Caverns treasure floor. Can you let me pass, please? Go away. I've got a highlight that has been clipped. You'll find that bug clipped on my stream, in my Discord, and in the Crew Discord. So if you're new here and you like this kind of thing, so I'm the only one that sort of mass manips the game to this extent. But I'm part of a Twitch team called the Crew. I will be uploading this to YouTube. Yes, I'll be editing it down and uploading it to YouTube. So I'm part of a Twitch team called the Crew. And that's got a hope of challenge runners, speed runners, people that like to push the game to the extent that they can. What do you mean the resets? Like the resets of this day? Oh, I am montaging this. I'm the mayor of the Stardew Valley speedrunning Discord because I was asked to be a mod because of my knowledge of the game, and then the head mod left and passed it on to me before they left. But I'm part of a Twitch team, the Crew, that have a whole heap of challenge runners. The main challenge being run at the moment in there is how much money can you get in 1 year of the game. The current target, is set at 70 million in the first year of the game. Planting lots of staff rooms and wining it all. We've got one team member who is doing a summer challenge run, trying to get the some of the warp obelisks and the golden clock built by the end of summer here too, as well as making the farm look pretty. Oh, I've got to walk again. Here we go, I'm extending the stream. We've got another one in there who is doing a 2-year money challenge. Not as hardcore as the other ones, he's reasonably new to the world of challenge running. So he's doing one with a little bit less of a goal, but still quite interesting to watch. So that's the Do Crew. You can find us through this Discord, and I also have my own Discord there, and there's also a speedrunning Discord, which that is not in command. SDV Discord. Cool, nice. I think I've got a few people in here that this style of playing it's quite new. It is very riveting to watch. I've got cherry bombs. Die. Imagine if we got a. Imagine if I actually got a rabbit spit out of that. Really? Oh, place the ladder, please. This is my last attempt, so I'm just pushing this one out as long as I can. None down there. Not even going to bother fighting my way through that slime. Narrow. Here we go. Narrow corridor and everything. I don't actually know, Doc. Like, the Twitch team is for streamers, it's a Twitch team. But there might be others in the Discord as well that do challenge runs like that. But that is going to be it for tonight. So I'll be back again next Monday. So right now for me it's Thursday. I'll be back my Monday. And I just keep on doing it till I get it.